If you have invested anything into TikTok, even if it's just watch time, even if it's just finding people you like you need to be in full-blown panic mode. They're going to ban this shit unless they get stopped.
Lauren, let's start with you. Why are so many lawmakers so exercised about this, so worried about TikTok?
Their key concern is the national security implications of teenagers and Americans at large.
How are they going to ban it? They're going to make it illegal for it to be on any American hosted server or app store. They're going to forbid U.S. banks from doing any business with it. U.S. government is the most powerful country in the world, and they can do exactly what they want to do. If the U.S. government is not doing something, it's because they don't want to.
Many lawmakers don't use it themselves because of concerns about their data being shared with the Chinese government. The other concern that exists here is one of which some members who are voting against this bill say that they do not want to take away the freedom of users to operate this app. Now, I think that those two things exist in some ways, not in a vacuum, but lawmakers are going to be having this vote today on the House floor. It's going to require a 2/3 majority. They're bringing it under a suspension of the rules, which means it would have to get a huge number of bipartisan members, Republicans and Democrats, to back it. And leaders are very confident that they are going to be able to get there, despite the fact that there are some Democrats who are warning that this could have political implications for President Joe Biden when he tries to rally the youth vote to the polls. Here's what they said.
I don't think it'll be helpful with young voters. My argument here, yes, it has to do with young people, but taking a step back, I just think it's bad policy.
Successful politics is addition and multiplication, and cutting out a large group of young voters is not the best known strategy for re-election.
President Joe Biden has said that he plans to sign this bill if it gets to his desk, but if the House can get it out of their chamber today, it then goes to the United States Senate, and the future is a little less certain over there. Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said yesterday at a press conference he was still looking at the bill, still thinking about the path forward. So a lot of questions on whether or not this is going to have a chance on the floor in the United States Senate.
They're going to ban that shit. And people going, oh, they've been talking about it for a while. Yeah, and they never do. No, they're banning that shit. See, before, they didn't ban it because there wasn't enough of the important lobbies behind it. There was some tech lobbyists who wanted to ban it because they wanted YouTube Shorts, Facebook, Meta, and Google. They want to get rid of a competitor and monopolize more of Americans' internet time. But now they have a very important and organized lobby behind it. And it's the Israeli lobby. And the Israeli lobby blames TikTok for the disapproval of the genocide among young people. Older people approve of the genocide or Israel's actions in Gaza. But young people overwhelmingly don't, and they disapprove. They want opinion to be controlled. This is an authoritarian move. So, there was already strong forces that were opposed to TikTok, the anti-China hawks and the tech monopolies. But now they've got a third lobby, and that's the Israeli lobby. And that is probably, if not the most powerful, one of the most powerful lobbies in America. So, based on the votes in the House, overwhelming majority in both parties, I think it's highly likely that TikTok is going the way of the dodo, folks. Start making your YouTube shorts, I guess.